Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial encompassing all of my current favorite fall trends. So I really wanted to do kind of like a burgundy, reddish, smoky eye, a brownie lip, and I wanted to put an emphasis on soft matte skin and really showing you guys how you can make matte skin very approachable and soft looking without the matte skin being, aging, drying, or chalky looking. I'm also very excited because today's video is sponsored by Pat McGrath, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my favorite products and how I like to use them. So I've already cleansed, moisturized my skin, done all my skincare, so my skin is nice and prepped, ready for makeup application. So to prime, I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. With this primer, I like to use a full pump and really massaging it in, pushing it in so that it's not just laying on top and sliding around. And then I'm gonna take a liquid illuminator. I'm using the Physicians Formula Spotlight Liquid Illuminator, and I'm only going to apply this to the high points of my face. So just taking about that much and lightly applying it where I want a little bit more reflection. Typically, you guys know I would put this like all over my skin, but because I don't want this to look, too dewy or too radiant, I'm only applying this to the high points of my face where I want that little bit of lift in my face. Going in with foundation, this is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I know a lot of you guys shade match based off of me. I'm gonna be using medium 14, no fake tan on my skin today. When I am fake tanned, I wear medium 17. There are 36 shades of this foundation. Today, we are using medium 14. Foundation itself is very lightweight and fluid. You guys can see it moves around very freely on the back of my hand. I personally really like to use a sponge when I'm applying this foundation. So I'm just gonna use my sponge to start blending out the first layer. The foundation itself has Vita Complex serum, but what I really like about the foundation itself is that it has a really amazing customizability of coverage. So you can wear it very sheer, just for a little light veil, or you can really build it up to a pretty flawless medium coverage. Here's the foundation up close. I know with new foundations like this, everybody wants to see them super zoomed in. So as you can see, it's just a nice satin skin-like finish. It's not anything that's gonna feel like really dry or cracky on your skin. So I think it's very beautiful and it looks like skin. You get this really great coverage, but it's nothing too artificial or fake looking. So I'm a big fan of the finish. I'm gonna conceal just a little bit under my eyes. I'm using the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer, which is a matte. And again, just gonna blend that out with my sponge. I'm gonna set this down with the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Powder. Mine is in the shade Light Medium 2. I'm gonna use this little Revlon brush to just pick up some of the powder out of the netting. Dab this under the eyes. I want to make sure that I'm using these patting motions and not swiping because I just don't want to disrupt the base. And also in the center of the face, just to ensure that this is all budge proof too. For eyeshadows today, I'm going to be using the Maverick palette from CoverGirl. It's got really great fall tones. They're all like satin and shimmer. I'm going to take this light kind of peachy one, and we're just going to start by applying that all over the entire eyelid, bringing it up into the crease. I'm also gonna lightly work this, right on that back outer corner and pull it onto the lower lash line. I'm gonna take that same brush, Smashbox Shadow Blending Brush, and I'm picking up this shade, and I'm gonna work this onto the lid and up into the crease, just building up depth. And again, I'm gonna take that one on the lower lash line. And then I'm using a Laura Mercier eye color brush, picking up this burgundy shade right there. I'm gonna pat this all over the entire eyelid from the inner corner to the outer corner. Probably gonna do about 2 layers of this just so I can get full intensity from this shadow. On that same brush, I'm picking up the darkest shade out of the palette, and I'm going to apply this pretty much strictly to the outer corner, but also smudge and haze this into the top lash line. I'm gonna use this creamy bone shade just to highlight right under the arch of my brow. This is a 231 from Zoeva. This is In Axis from ColourPop, which is a very sparkly kind of garnet rose gold shade. And I'm just gonna pop that right on the very center of my eyelids, just barely, because I don't want to take away from the smokiness, but I just want to add a little something right in the center of the eyelid for a pop of sparkle. And then on a pencil brush, I'm just gonna pop it right under the center of, well, right in the center of my lower lash line as well. I'm also gonna use the Pat McGrath setting powder in Deep for bronzing and contouring because it's a really beautiful warm toned cocoa. I just pick it up out of the netting and then smudge it into the lid like this. This is a Bare Minerals Seamless Shaping and Finishing Brush, which sheds a lot, but I really love this brush. So I can look past the shedding, I guess. I'm just going to bronze up my skin right down the centers of my nose. I mean, see, this thing sheds like crazy, but I just love the shape of this brush. For blush, I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Cheekers. This one is in the shade Cinnamon Twist or Cinnamon Toast. It's abbreviated and I can't remember if it's twist or toast. I'm just gonna apply that right to the apples of the cheeks, then blend it back. This blush is like the perfect shade for this eye look. For highlight today, I'm gonna use the RMS Pressed Highlight in Luminizing Powder. What? Grande Dame is the shade, Grande Dame. And I'm going to highlight with this. I'm using that little Revlon brush again. Just add a little bit more glow on the high points, right on the inner corner of the eye as well. I'm gonna quickly line my lips. I'm using Urban Decay Liar, which is one of my favorite lip pencils of life. For mascara today, I'm gonna use the Trestique Good Vibes mascara. This is not a waterproof mascara, but I love how it holds a curl in my lashes and it makes them look really wispy and really long. For lips, I'm gonna use this one from Rimmel. It's in the shade Snatched. Am I the only one who thinks that's like such a funny name for a lipstick? And I just like to smudge it around with my fingers. For setting spray, it's actually really important that you use a mattifying setting spray, especially if you want to keep the skin looking matte. So I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte setting spray, which won't disrupt the base and make it look any more dewy or, you know, make it look progressively more oily throughout the day. So this will keep your base nice and matte all day long. And then you just gotta wait for it to dry. I always take a little bit of that setting spray to the mouth whenever I'm talking during a tutorial and spraying my face. All right, this is the finished look. I love how you get that little pop of sparkle just in the center of the eye, and I live for burgundy tones during the fall. They make me so excited. I will list and link all these products in the description box down below for you guys. If you have any questions regarding any of these products or techniques, feel free to hit me up in the comments down below. I always do my best to help every single one of you guys. I would love to know some other fall makeup tutorials that you guys want to see. I am so excited for fall and winter content because I like the switch up of looks when the seasons change. Please subscribe and come follow me on Instagram if you guys didn't earlier. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.